A new wave of aggressive ICE raids sparking the protests across Metro Atlanta and across the country as well. But it's also sparked some fear in the Latino community and communities from coast to coast. Here now is Santiago Marquez. He is the CEO of the Latin American Association. Welcome to the show, Santiago.
Thank you. Good morning. Pleasure to have you.
All right.
Pleasure to have me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
No, welcome to the show. Man. Welcome to the show. How have you and members of your group and the broader Latino community been coping with these sudden waves of ICE raids?
Yes, it's been very scary, as you mentioned. Excuse me. There's created a lot of confusion and chaos. I think that there are a lot of families that are in fear. We see a lot of what we call mixed status families, where the children are American citizens. They've been born here, and one or maybe both of their parents are undocumented. And so those parents are afraid to go out to work or go anywhere outside of their houses. They have to go to work. And so I think what we're seeing is a limited activity, going to work, going to church, and then trying to avoid going to public places as much as possible. So it's definitely created some fear, confusion, and anxiety within the community.
Have you been seeing that right here? And if you've been seeing that, how are people coping? How are they getting the things they need if they can't go out?
We have seen it, yeah. So I think that if I look back on the 6 months of this year, like January, February, people were concerned, were afraid, and then I think like March and April, people just started coming back out. They were living life as usual, life as normal, and then we saw a pickup in ICE activity around like Buford Highway and around certain areas. And so certainly we've seen not a decline in requests for services, but a decline in a request for certain services, like people coming to the building. And then when we talk to our partners, they're experiencing the same things. And the example I would use would be like food distribution events, right? A lot of our partners are telling us that they're seeing a decline where they were used to getting a couple hundred people. In some cases, it's down to like, a handful of people. And so I think that's what we're experiencing. Now, in other services, there's still people coming out, like for job services, workforce services. People are still coming in good numbers. We had a career expo last week in our building. We had about 260 people coming for that.
Mm-hmm. What businesses would you say are suffering the most from what's taking place?
Well, I definitely think construction. Construction already had a workforce shortage, has had a workforce shortage. I think about 20,000 employees. Overall, the sector is down. Restaurant industry, the hospitality industry, are easy ones that have to name, because they're already experiencing workforce shortages, and people that are afraid to work will just stop going to work. And I would say probably agriculture and manufacturing as well.
What are these rates doing to families, in particular the children?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
What are these rates doing to, or at least these fears, doing to families and in particular the children?
Yeah, so I think number one, it's causing a lot of trauma, right? So, with fear comes trauma and anxiety. Kids, even if the kids are American citizens, they're worried about their parents or their extended families. And in some cases, it's breaking families up, right? I know that we have seen cases where the dad, who's the main breadwinner, has gotten deported, and then mom is still here with 2 or 3 kids, and she's trying to figure out a way to generate some revenue to take care of the children. So we've seen some family separation, a lot of mental health issues, and a lot of trauma and anxiety that it's creating and causing within the family and the kids.
What's your reaction to Saturday's protest?
Well, so as an American, I'm an immigrant, but I'm an American citizen. I believe in the right for peaceful and organized protest. I was not there; I was out of town, but I had some staff that were there, and the feedback that we got was that they felt like they were protesting peacefully, and that in many cases they saw tear gas. They were tear gassed. If you're talking about the one that happened in DeKalb County, I know that we are meeting with officials. Actually, we're meeting with officials today from the county, and then we're meeting with like the police chiefs of the multiple cities, like around where we are, around DeKalb, just to have a conversation. So again, I as an American citizen believe in peaceful and organized protest. The LAA does not get involved in protests or marches because we're a direct service provider. So for us, it's very important that we just keep providing services every day.
Yeah.
But I do have, it's personal now because I have some staff that were there that have reported back to me what happened. And so I'll be looking forward to talking to the officials and the county leadership around that and seeing what they have to say.
Gotcha. Lastly, what do you want local and federal policymakers to hear loud and clear from the communities that you represent?
That we would love to see some comprehensive immigration reform. We've been calling for this for many, many, many years. I think that this is a great time for us to start thinking about that. We have many people that are here that have been here for a long time, that we need to figure out what we need to do with them, how we can help them be part of the system and not be in the shadows and in the underground economy. Would love for these folks to be able to have a driver's license and buy homes and participate in the American dream. So we would love to see something that's, a comprehensive immigration reform that's bipartisan, that would resolve the situation so we can all feel safe and secure, but also provide opportunity for people that have been here for a long time, that are working hard and that want to be part of this beautiful American dream.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate your insight.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Not a problem.